Hi guys, I'm Libertman, forced to be alone but free to decide how. Today we're going to talk about one of the biggest traps men fall into in the modern world. A psychological, emotional, and even economic trap. A trap that destroys dignity, drains self-respect, and quietly rewires your brain to accept humiliation as normal. That trap is SIMP mode. And today we will explore what the SIMP really is, the psychological roots of simping, the 20 most common modern simping behaviors, how women benefit from male attention, both emotionally and financially, how withdrawing male attention changes the power dynamics, and finally, we will explore how each of the C4PC personality types can stop simping and redirect their attention to become an integral man or a just man, as we have seen in a previous video. So let's begin. What is a simp? A simp is not a kind man. A simp is not a romantic man. A simp is not the caring man. A simp is a man who gives attention, energy, time, validation, money, and emotional investment to a woman who has not earned it, does not reciprocate it, and does not desire him in return. A simp lives in a psychological illusion, thinking, if I give her enough attention, if I show her how good I am, if I have her every time, if I stay loyal, then one day she will see my value and love me. He's not acting from masculine strength. He's acting from hope, fantasy, scarcity, and emotional hunger. A simp is essentially a nice guy who has concentrated all his approval seeking into a single woman or a group of women. He believes his attention is a currency that will eventually buy him love, but it won't. So let's check the most common simp behaviors in modern society. Let's go through real, concrete situations that men commit daily, often without realizing how humiliating and self-destructive they are. First, commenting heart emojis under every girl's selfie, thinking that she notices or cares. Sending DMs to a woman who never replies, yet continuing anyway. Replying instantly to her messages, even if she ignores you for hours or days. Giving endless compliments she didn't ask for. Defending women online in arguments, hoping they will like you. Subscribing to OnlyFans, fan sites, private chats, etc. Paying for intimacy illusions. Liking every Instagram story of a girl who never interacts with you. Offering emotional support to a girl who sees you as a therapist, not a man. Helping her move, fix things, dry her somewhere, while she sleeps with someone else. Being the safe guy she vents to about men she actually sleeps with. Buying gift for a girl who gives you nothing in return. Tolerating disrespect because you are afraid she will leave. Staying in the friend zone hoping she will one day wake up. Canceling your plans anytime she calls. Acting like a boyfriend without actually being one. Accepting crumbs of attention as if they were gold. Chasing a woman who clearly doesn't want you. Overinvesting from day one without reciprocity. Believing kindness will create attraction. And worshipping women you don't even know, while neglecting yourself entirely. If you recognize yourself in even 3 or more, you are in SIMP mode, and society wants you to stay there. But how women benefit from male attention, both emotionally and economically? In the past, women gained attention mostly from real-life men. Today, they receive global attention. A woman who is average-looking with no special talent, simply taking selfies, can accumulate thousands of likes, hundreds of DMs, dozens of orbiters, validation every hour, emotional support, money, opportunities, free gifts, seems paying her bills before even turning 25. And many monetize male attention through Instagram, TikTok, OnlyFans, fans pages, donations, Amazon wishlist, Cash App links, YouTube memberships, Patreon for exclusive photos. Attention is not just validation, it is currency. A modern, attractive woman can become a millionaire simply by selling the appearance of intimacy to millions of lonely men. Meanwhile, women still date the top 10% of men, or 5% or 1%. The chads, the athletes, the wealthy, the charismatic, the genetically gifted, the emotionally dominant. So women get both rewards: money and validation from simps, and sexual and romantic fulfillment from high-status men. This is why simping is not only humiliating, it is economically supporting your own disadvantage. You are literally financing a system where you give attention, she sells attention. You get nothing, she dates someone else. This is the final level of asymmetry. So, let's explore the power of withdrawing male attention. If men stopped liking, commenting, subscribing, donating, validating, worshipping, chasing, consuming sexual content, following random women, playing the emotional support role, the entire social media ecosystem would collapse in 1 month. 90% of the attention online is male, and almost all of it is directed towards women who do nothing in return. When men withdraw their attention, women lose the illusion of infinite options. The dating market normalizes. Real relationships regain value. Men regain self-respect. Society stops rewarding narcissistic behavior. The economic structure of simping collapses. Attention is the nuclear weapon of masculinity, but men waste it like it's nothing. The moment you withdraw your attention, you exit simp mode and begin to become an integral man, a just man. So how each of the C4PC personality type can exit this simp mode? Each personality type simps for different reasons. Therefore, each one must escape in a different way. In the case of the internal rationals, they simp. Why the internal rational men simp? Because they idealize women intellectually. They believe if she sees how stable and respectful I am, she will choose me. They mistake politeness for attraction. They bury desire under logic. Internal rational escape strategy would be to set strict no attention rules, to unfollow women who are not in your real life, to interrupt analytical fantasies about her, to replace attention with long-term projects, use logic for self-respect, not self-suppression. Internal rational transformation goes from idealizing women to analyzing his own behavior and choosing dignity instead. In the case of the external rationals, why they simp? Because they overinvest early. They try to prove value through actions. They take responsibility for women's emotions. They compete for validation. So, in the case of external rationals, which would be the escape strategy to this? Well, stop doing favors for women who don't reciprocate. Track investment versus return. Redirect energy into fitness, money, business. Build a life where attention becomes expensive. The external rational transformation involves going from proving value to being value by building himself. In the case of the internal emotionals, why do these men simp? Well, they fall in love with fantasy, not reality. They crave emotional intimacy. They project meaning onto women. They confuse kindness with connection. So, which would be the escape strategy for internal emotionals? Write down the real behavior of the woman, not fantasy, so you can read it and remind yourself. Cut romantic projections. Replace simping with artistic creation. Build emotional depth through solitude. And seek authenticity, not validation. The transformation for the internal emotional comes from emotional self-erasure to emotional sovereignty. And in the case of the external emotional, why do these men simp? Well, they fear loneliness and they need social belonging. They rely on women for emotional regulation. They chase presence and not value. The escape strategy for the external emotionals would entail to create male social circles, practice deliberate solitude, resist the urge to respond instantly to her messages, replace simping with real-world connection, build self-worth through contribution. The transformation for the external emotional goes from going from approval seeking to grounded relational strength. So, a man becomes an integral man or a just man when he is not controlled by desire, when he does not trade dignity for attention. He does not negotiate his self-worth. He does not chase illusions. He does not need validation. He values his attention and as his highest currency. A simp gives attention hoping to be chosen. An integral man gives attention only to what deserves it. A simp avoids loneliness. An integral man uses loneliness to build power. A simp collapses when he's ignored. An integral man is unshaken. A simp tries to please women. An integral man tries to understand himself. And once a man becomes integral or just, he's more free, more grounded, more respected, and paradoxically more attractive, because nothing is more magnetic than a man who does not need you. So if you want to exit simp mode, remember this. Attention is fuel. Attention is currency. Attention is power. And the man who masters his attention masters his masculinity. Withdraw it from those who don't deserve it. Redirect it toward your own evolution, your own growth. Become the man who is complete even in his own silence. So thank you so much for listening to the whole video. Please support the channel by liking this video and subscribing to the channel and sharing with someone who can benefit from this content. Much courage, take care, and see you in the next one.